finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back. And these racks up. That's one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. The headlock, when throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is. But not... so easy to execute.
Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Check three, check three, check three. I got this. Watch twitch. Check 12.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert.
52.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 82 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle because that is a very difficult.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, gun. SOS. 21. Here we go. It's a safety creep. Whip. Watch the whip. 36. Check 37. Check 30.
Now Mostert.
No.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
45's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey,
this is Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
31 yards there and a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 1, Omaha. 21.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
I got you. Hey, gun.
59.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. I got you. Here I come again.
59's Mark. Check, 59.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Keep doing that.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
What you got, Heavy?
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record. and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Back. Kill 65. 21.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Pick six, baby. Let's get this.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 56 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game.
Here we go. 180. 11. 80 weapon.
Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's where you belong. Lock. Quick dash. 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
Check safety.
And to give this time to the tailback. A little track jump. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. 11. Wide. Get wide.
Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 45.
Wait. You must be dreaming.
45. Mike, 45.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Coleman. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Come on, boy. Protein spill. Don't be scared of it.
Rush in. Mike's 50.
11. 6.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Deuce.
21.
Watch out. Watch twist.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Eluding the press. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
54. I'm coming. Check. Let him go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Run.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we reach halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now they try the right side here. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Okay, ready up, Steve. Check 3. Under crunch. Kill.
11. Check 50.
Alert
2.
Alert 3. Nickel.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call that a a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 31 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter. So time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. 36 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
21. Here we go. Slam. X3. 2X,
And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Shift. Check nine. Kill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 1, Omaha. 180. Go. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
21. I know you feel that. Jam. Switch. Block.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
11.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And all the way to the opposite 48.
Let's go! Let's go!
A big-time play there for the Falcons. 51 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Check 13. Check
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. On 2nd down, Freeman powers through again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Falcons push further out in front. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Jack. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
Tighten up.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's keep moving. Bang. He's checking. Crash. Slam. Under 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go. 11.
Chance. Check your hot read.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
A big...
That much easier